Every hero starts somewhere. So if you want to build your planche, that gravity-defying move, it starts here, the planche lean. Alright, so here's how you perform a planche lean correctly, the right way. Because one, you get this right, all your other planche progressions are going to be way easier. So you're going to put your hand like this. Just follow along with me. You're going to be in a good push-up position, making sure that when you're in this, you put your hands kind of 45 degrees out. That way, this from your thumb could be pointing out. Because if you don't, this is going to hurt your wrist a lot. So put this here, and then you lean forward, making sure your glutes are down, and you engage it, your glutes, your core, and your lats. And yes, I know it's weird to say that, but you're gonna feel on your lats a lot. But you're gonna lean in, lean in, lean in, lean in. That's the right way. Now let me actually break it down to you about how you can build up to a good planche lean. Now that you know how a planche lean is gonna look, let's build that up to actually get to that point you can look like that in the end. So first, if you can't do a planche lean, if it's too much for you to do, all I want you to do is just do a knee variation of it, and you're doing like this, just making sure you actually leaning in with your knees. Now yes, this is not going to be as intense as you elevate with your feet up, but this will get into the motion better for you, so that way you can actually engage your shoulders and you actually understand about what exactly muscles you need to engage first before you get into it. As you can see, you don't want to come down with your scapula depressed like that. You will make sure it comes up a little bit more, engage more in your glutes, tighten your core, and then you're going to see that when you add all this together, you can actually lean in a whole lot more and a whole lot further than you would if you were just like in this position. Bonus thing for anybody who's starting off here too is that if you have bands, I don't have them on me right now, but if you don't have any bands or you have bands with you, you can do scapula push-ups, which is going to help you with your protraction a lot. And there, yes, protraction matters a lot when you're doing planche, because if your protraction sucks, what's going to happen is that when you keep furthering out and more and more and more, it's going to be a point where your scapula's going to give up. I want you to remember this. Planche is a very leverage type of skill. What it is for your body is that you're shifting your body to the forward of it. So when you're moving forward, you're leveraging off your weight. Right now, that's where weight is right now, right? So when you actually get to a point where you're leveraging off more, it comes to a point of where you have to make sure everything's combining together, that you have enough muscle tendon and strength to actually leverage her off and level yourself off better when you do your planche. Another thing that you have to understand this too, when you're doing leans, you should not be doing this at all, because it's going to hurt your lower back a lot. When you're doing lean a lot, if you're like this, you're going to feel it, that it's going to hit your lower back and your spine. Your spinal erector is right here. You don't want to do that. That's why I keep on telling people to at least train your legs. Now, yes, training your legs is going to make it a little bit harder because you're getting more strength and mass in your lower body. So yeah, that's why most calisthenics people trying to tend away to stay away from legs, because it's going to require them to have more strength in the end. But if I was you, I would rather for you to work on your legs so you can engage your glutes more, because when you come into a point of where you have to engage more, you're going to feel it, that you have to engage your glutes, because you want to make sure in the end that you don't want to feel your back at all going like this. So that's knee variation of that. When you planche lean, you want to make sure that you're not going like this at all. If you're going like this, you need to strengthen up your glutes and your lower back. That's just the sign of you need to strengthen that areas a lot, because if you don't, you're going to feel this a lot. It's going to hurt. You're going to injure yourself. This is why most of the planche lean that you're doing, the training, matters a lot, because when you get into harder progressions, you don't have to worry about that no more. Answer for you if you want to learn how to actually engage yourself properly for your glutes is like this. Whenever, it don't have to be all the way in for your planche lean, but let's say you're in a knee variation, right? Once you do, see my body is right now, just engage your glutes like that. And you can actually feel, this is it. Actually, in the area right here is called serratus anterior. So if you activate that a lot too, you're gonna feel it's gonna come together. When you're kneeling in like this, or if you're at the planche lean, you do the same thing all over again. Come up, see, nothing like that. Nothing like that. That's a drill you can do so you help strengthen up that area, and just basically muscle memory wise, where I can build that up for you. Alright, so might be out of frame for this one, but since everything else is going good for you, say you're able to do a planche lean on that, you want to help elevate yourself and make the planche lean a little bit harder and all. So this right here actually is good. I've not been using this for a while, but when I got back into it, I've been noticing my planche leans a whole lot better, and that's wall planche lean. Now all this is that putting your hands 45 degrees, like I said again, and you're putting your foot against the wall, and you are basically leaning with the wall in the end. Now, what makes this harder is that when you are putting your hands a little bit close to yourself, and you have to lean a little bit more, and you've been noticing, see, I was about to fall right there. This kind of indicates for you where level you at, because once you remember, when you're doing wall planche lean, you can come up from right here. This is easier. Eventually, you want to be the point of where you're pushing from your waistline. This is where wall planche lean comes really in handy, because it's going to kind of like how you can scale yourself or grade yourself of where exactly you're at. So for me, I know I'm right here near my torso, which tells me I need to work on my planche a little more. So eventually you want to be a point of where you're pushing from your waistline, because yeah, let's be honest, we all want to do planche push-ups too. So this is actually the best of both worlds right here for yourself, that when you actually are doing that, you're actually really, really good, and you're getting yourself to a point of where you can actually get to a planche lean, or to your planche, and to a planche push-up. So I'll show one more time. So for me, I'll be right here, and this is just to show my torso, and I'll be leaning in like that. Now be going, and now it's going. Now this can be a little bit harder for some people, especially starting out. That if you notice, you go from your waistline, may not be able to do it this time. But if you're leaning in, whew, alright. That's kind of tiring for myself, but if you're leaning in, if you're leaning in forward enough for yourself, you're gonna see that this activates a lot of muscles. Like, I can see why this is basically a full body workout here, because you're activating a lot of stuff. But if you enjoyed this video, if this video has helped you out a lot and has got you started into the right mindset, and this helps you a lot more with your planche leans, let me know down in the comment section. I'm making a 4-part series about this, about building up your planche. And yeah, actually help a lot of people that can get their planche, because currently I'm working on mine, but I wanted to show you and journey along with me that how I can get to it, because let's be honest, we're all normal people here. We can get to our goals. So I'll see you in the next video, and Catch you next one. Peace.